Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Filipina Des here. In this video, I am going to discuss to you something that could cause a lot of misunderstandings and fights if you are in a relationship with a Filipina. I am talking about people pleasing, or the people pleasing attitude of Filipinas or Filipinos in general, and how this could affect your relationship not only with her but also your relationship with your future Filipino in-laws. In the West, it is not an obligation to support or even help extended family, but here in the Philippines there is such kind of family culture which is actually toxic because it is kind of obligation for everybody, every child, not only to help and support the family but also the extended family. Sit back and enjoy, and I hope you guys will learn something in this video. So what is people pleasing here? People pleasing for Filipinos, or a Filipina could be showing signs of people pleasing if they say yes to every request, to everything, to every wish of their family members. And this can still also exist in situations where extended families are asking for help. So probably your Filipina right now is not aware that she is actually a people pleaser, and this can affect her privacy and boundaries. Like what I've said in the previous video, a lot of Filipinos didn't grow up setting boundaries or healthy boundaries. And a lot of extended families or even her own family members are boundary stompers. Okay, so let me give you an example. One of the common situations where a Filipina could just say yes and couldn't really disagree, couldn't say no, is when her parents ask something in behalf of some relatives. This actually boils down to the culture, which is that of gratitude. So the parents ask help or ask something, a request or a favor from the breadwinner or that Filipina daughter, if she could help the aunt or uncle and at some point, let's say financial help because of medical bills and so on. And many times as well, the favor is about asking for tuition fees, asking for favors, borrowing money, and so on. So, because of the culture that of gratitude, that Filipina is obligated to lend a helping hand. So, your Filipina right now probably a people pleaser, and she just doesn't know it, because she always want to help family members and extended family. She didn't put any boundaries because for her she thinks that helping others is showing kindness, even those people are actually abusive about her financially. And many relatives are also boundary stompers because they don't really care about your boundaries if you don't show it to them. If your Filipina is just always available to her family members, to her extended family, aunts, uncles, cousins, nephews and nieces, grandparents, if she's always available, ready to help, most likely she will get drained emotionally and financially in the future. This could affect your relationship with your Filipina in a way where she might disregard your priorities. Probably you don't have kids yet, but because of constant helping and she doesn't have limits on helping, that she, even a credit card has limits, but she doesn't have any limitations, she might rather prioritize her family instead of your future. Many times as well, a lot of Filipinas lie about helping or using the money by lending the money to their family and extended family or cousins. and she would tell you that she set aside that money, which I mentioned before, but the truth is she helped relatives a lot of times. Don't worry guys, this doesn't only exist just because your Filipino or a Filipina has a foreigner husband. Even before you are not in the picture, you're not in the picture yet, many families already are doing this, abusing the breadwinners, abusing the only child in the family who has a work. Another example where your Filipina could show a people-pleasing attitude is when she overgives because of debt of gratitude or she received help before from a lot of people. So for example, some cousins or an uncle or aunt help her to find jobs. So eventually, she owes them a debt of gratitude, which is not an obligation actually, and it should not be a debt of gratitude. But because those uncles and aunts help her, so now she wants to please them as well in a way of monetary gifts or birthday gifts like that. Or if they have a favor, then they can go to her and ask for any request like that because they helped her before. Many Filipinos are afraid to get judged, and we still have this type of trait where we are scared of what could others do to us, what others have about us, their opinions about us, and we are scared that they will spread these false things, chismes and gossips to our other relatives. That's why we rather please them than to receive a lot of judgment and bad comments about us from our relatives. So if your Filipina has this very small sari-sari store or variety store where she sells just a few goods like rice, eggs, and so on, some relatives might abuse her business in a way that they will make promises to her that they will pay her on time or at the end of the month because they got no money that time, right? And the salary is until the 50th or 30th day of the month. So your Filipina feels bad about these people, her relatives, so she feels pity about them and she will lend them a few of her sari-sari stores goods from wherever, canned goods, alcoholic drinks like that, toothpaste, shampoo, and the credit goes on. So now your Filipina didn't put boundaries in her business, so these people will actually get mad on her because she is asking their payment. If your Filipina is consistent about letting her relatives get something from her store, and she's being too kind and too generous, and she always feel obligated to help them because she thinks that these people are too poor and they don't have money to pay that time, so she will just let them do it again and again. So she will just let her relatives abuse her until her sari-sari store gets bankrupt. In the end, there's only one person to be blamed at, and that is your Filipina. These people are already boundary stompers and they don't respect boundaries until someone sets boundaries and tell them that if they are disrespecting boundaries, they won't allow it. But your Filipina was too kind and too generous to these people, so eventually, well, she is the one to blame at. People pleasing also happens when there is a family milestone or family celebration where your Filipina wants to give gifts to everyone, which is not again an obligation. So to your Filipina, she wants to have gifts for everybody to their celebrations, what else, during Christmas, especially Christmas. And for her, it's good if everyone, every niece and nephew gets something from her. Before I end this video, I think this is something also you have to communicate with your Filipina, because you never know your Filipina. Yes, she could be showing kindness to others, but later on, she might be obligating herself already, just because she doesn't want her family members to get mad. She doesn't want her parents to feel bad about her, not helping them. And also, she doesn't want people to judge her because, after they learn she has a foreign guy. This can affect your relationship, or this can cause arguments, because in your belief, it's not an obligation to help a lot of people or all of her extended family, but for her, it is like a religious thing that she should do, and something that a kind human being should do. But actually, it is an obligation, and it can cause a lot of financial loss at your end as well. That's all for now, guys. If you have something in your mind, don't be shy to share those things in the comment section of this video. And please do not forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and also click the notification bell so you won't miss the new videos that I will upload in the future. Thank you so much for being here, and see you in the next video. Bye!